don't have a wife. I don't want to go back. I mean, we would want to go back. I mean, God, He even moved out of the way. He have to go through Jesus in heaven, and Jesus just stepped back for a second and let Ian look straight into heaven. Ian said, "That's where I belong. That's where I'm from. That's where I've always wanted to be." And he started to go in, and Jesus stepped back in front of him and showed him a vision of his mother. He said, "If my mom, she'll think I died and went to hell if I don't go back." It's a true story, I'm telling you. So the Lord said to him, "Ian," this is all He said. What a great, merciful God. He said, "Ian, if you go back," He said, "you must see things in a new light." Glory be to God. He's so much merciful than you and I. He sent him back, and he preached all over the world. Incredible. I mean, he cried. They had him on every show. But I'll remember this because of the darkness. I remember one time I told the story that I went up here to that lost lake in Sweetwater. What's it called? The Lost Sea. I preached about it one Sunday morning here years ago where Brother Harold was here. And I remember that they turned those lights off in that cave. And man, I thought about the caverns of hell. I did. I mean, it shook me up. I thought about darkness. I said, man, I don't ever want to be separated from God. But the only difference between this cavern and dark, I mean, you couldn't see nothing. You could never gotten out there alive. There was no way unless you had light. But the only difference between that cavern was at least a cavern where there's no devils. At least it was a cavern where there was no fire. Amen. But this still was an outer place of darkness that you couldn't move from. Oh, preacher, just tickle my ears. Just preach good things to me. Tell me how good I'm doing. No way, not this preacher. God's waking us all up, all of us, from right here, starting right here. He's waking us up. I'm telling you, I believe He's coming soon. Be a long shot. This is my next two words. Be a long shot at people that left. Make it be a long shot. Long shot. If they make it. That's the L in the word candle, the long shot. I appreciate you, Lord. I appreciate Him giving me this message tonight. Tribulation period. If you can't live for God now at the swelling, when the swelling of the Jordan takes place, you can't live for Him when the footmen are here. He said in His Word, what are you going to do when the horsemen come? He said that, not I did. Years ago, I walked into a McDonald's. I just come out of a service. Westside Church had got to come out of the most incredible service. I went to Oak Ridge and I was in McDonald's and this devil come in. It was in a man. He had a devil in him. There's no doubt in my mind. He knew who I was. I knew who he was. I didn't know it till he opened his mouth. You know what he said to me? Come up to me. And we just come out of the most incredible service about the coming Lord, the rapture. I've been studying a lot of stuff back then. I traveled a lot with my pastors. It was a great time of my life. I was young and I wasn't married back then. I could come and go as I wanted to. And not that I'm not glad I'm not married. Don't get me wrong. Go tell my wife. So he said he's glad when he said no. I mean, let me tell you this, church. If you're married, you're going to give up something. If you're single, you're going to give up something. Either way, okay? But I walked in there. And Brother Tim, this guy come out of nowhere. I didn't never see him, church. I've never known the guy. Never seen him before a day in my life. He walks up to me and says, you know that there's no rapture. You know that we're all going through tribulation. Oh, he said it to the wrong person. I just thought, man, I just want to get my Big Mac and get out of here. I said, you know what? If you want to tribulate, that's fine. I said, I'm going up. That's all I said to him. I mean, I was that way. I was bold that way. Bill will tell you, was I not bold that way? Bill knew me back then. I was crazy as a loon. I didn't care. I didn't know no better. You want to fight? I'll fight you. But, I mean, this goes to show you that the Lord's coming. This lets you know, them devils know that, oh yeah, you're going to stay. Oh, no, I'm going up. It's like Michael Jordan said, I thought the other night I was watching his speech, I'm about done. But Michael Jordan, he was giving his Hall of Fame speech. I went back and looked at it, and he was talking about, he said, you may look up and see me play when I'm 50. They all started laughing. He said, oh, no. He said, don't laugh. Don't laugh. That devil's a liar. And I'll never forget that, Brother Gary. I said, I'm just going to get my Big Mac. I never opened my mouth. I just said another word. I didn't act like he wasn't in there. Because I knew what it was. I knew what it was sent for. Amen. But my last point is when the candlestick's removed, there's no room for escape. There's no way you can get out. Once it's over with, It's over with. And I want to tell you, and I want you to listen. If you didn't hear nothing else I said, look at this preacher. God is telling me to tell us, all of us, and starting right here, now is the time to prepare. Now. Right now. Be ready. Be ready. Just keep doing what you, be diligent. Be faithful. That's right, everything. That's right, the little things. There's them little foxes, he said. Glory, I'll preach on that now. That spoil the vine. Everything. Just ask the Lord to strengthen the things that remain. Amen. He said, hold fast. Amen. To that which you have. If you enjoyed this tonight, will you stand to your feet and give our God praise? Amen. Amen. We just want to glorify. Come on. Stand up and give him a hand clap. He's worthy tonight. Amen.
Thanks for joining with us for the broadcast from New Beginning Worship Center in Greenback, Tennessee. We are located at 6501 Highway 411 South in Greenback, Tennessee, zip code 37742. Emails may be addressed to nbwcmailbox@gmail.com. Pastor Marcus Severance and the congregation invite you to join with us Sundays at 10 a.m. for teaching, followed by worship services at 11 a.m. and 6 p.m. We also meet midweek at 7 p.m. on Wednesdays. We're located on Highway 411 in Greenback, Tennessee, just 3 buildings down from the intersection of Highway 95. If you can't meet with us in person, please join us again next time for our broadcast.